Good evening, guys, and a hearty welcome to rounds 11 and 12 of the Vivid IT Touring Car League. This way round coming from Tony Rust Racetrack in Namibia, brought to you by Vivid IT, SRA, Simrace Africa, and Bitstream. Sorry, guys, I've got a bit of a flu here, so I'm going to try and not cough too much. Full of meds, so the tongue might be messing up a bit. Anyways, so yeah, right into action. The guys already lined up on the grid. Sorry for that. Yeah, we'll cross right into the stream, and unfortunately, Martin Mankey's in bed tonight, unable to join me. Ryan Lurik in bed. Gary Fleming having his own show that he has to run. This is going to be horrible. I don't know if we need to go on with this, but we're going to try, and hopefully you can bear with us. I'm going to try and send a message here to try and get some cough syrup here, and hopefully that will go better. Oh, that's not good at all. I mean, I can't cuff you through this whole bloody thing, but we're going to try. Anyways, as I said, the guys are already on grid. We're going to cross over and see what happens here. Let's hope let's hope I don't cuff you to death. Just let me know what the sound is like, and yeah, as you can see on grid there, pole position taken by Sean Olivier. Second place by Jeff Leroux in the BMW. Sean Leroux coming in third place. Actually, the fastest man out there so far in third place. Tian van Rooyen, second race with the SRA, fourth on track. Andrew Stadler, a well-known name with the SRA, fifth place. Melvin Gous there in sixth place. Lyle Ramsey, seventh, followed by Dad Mike Ramsey. Gary Fleming getting a very respectable ninth place. Marguy in 10th, really struggling, it seems, with the focus. James Farmer, first time out, teammate to Sean Leroux, 11th. Mark Fraser in 12th. Donovan Lowe in 13th. You hear the guys heaving up. We're going to cross over and see. Oh, and we see that was Mike Ramsey. A massive jump start there. But as you can see, Jeff Leroux and Sean Olivier side by side. Sean Leroux going to try and get in there and see what he can make of it. Tian van Rooyen already on the attack with the headlights blaze there. Running a bit wide there. Is that going to allow Melvin Gous to come through? No, Melvin backs out of it. And look at Andrew Stadler already on the curves, going extremely sideways there. In the background, you can see all the guys getting through there quite clearly. And yeah, as they go through the Kaiser Motorstone, as we call it, down to the dip. There's a very tricky corner. You get it wrong, you run into that barrier there, and you completely destroy the car as they come right down to the SRA turn. And it seems like Sean Olivier has got the hammer down. He's absolutely flying at the stage. Lap 1 of 19 on its way, and Melvin Gous wearing skirmish there, as does Andrew Stadler there in the background. Lyle Ramsey, the first of front wheel drive cars there, doing a good job, and he's being followed by Jason Farmer. Now Jason Farmer, as I said before we started, he's the teammate of Sean Leroux. Cars looking very similar, and Jason quite a quick driver. And up ahead we see that is Sean Leroux making a move there on Jeff, unable to get the pass done, but Sean will not be backing up. He's making his way up the ranks in the championship points, and he's going to try everything to try and catch up to Jeff here. And sadly for us, stick with us after this stream. From our side, a small tribute to one of the guys that will not be racing in this series anymore, or not be sim racing at all, but we'll get into that. And we see Andrew Stadler there going extremely sideways. Andrew really on the limit here, and Tian van Rooyen are trying to maintain that fifth place he's in, but Andrew right on his rear bumper, and this is going to be quite interesting to watch here, guys. And I've got the live stream on. I can't really see who's watching, but we're going to keep up with it as I'm just going through the dots here. Okay, and as the guys comes up, you can see Andrew Stadler there, right side next to Tian van Rooyen. Massive dives going on here, but in the background they don't give up on this. It's Dion Low now. He struggled a lot last weekend and they couldn't up with this guy Rion Schultz, and now Rion is under a lot of pressure there from Donovan Lowe. So it just shows you the front wheel drive cars from track to track, they do get their strengths. And up ahead we can see a massive dive here. Gary Fleming, Jason Farmer, Andre Serodio. Oh, and Lyle Ramsey goes wide, so that has lost Lyle Ramsey 4 places. We see Chris Tumankis having joined late, just getting out of the way of everybody, but a massive train ongoing here. And up ahead again, we're going to try and cover all of this and keep up with the dices going on. We see Sean Loredo now trying still to catch up to Jeff and pass him, but unfortunately for Sean, not this time round. In the background, the Andrew Stadler is closing in ever so slightly, and then the massive dice, 4 cars in a massive battle being led by Jason Farmer. I think Jason Farmer is starting to pull away now, as he is slowly but surely pull away there from Gary Fleming. Now Gary Fleming coming under a lot of pressure from Andre Serodio. You can see Andre Serodio putting it up on 2 wheels there, really pushing this car to the limit. And Lyle Ramsey, after having gone off, is now coming under pressure from oh, that was a massive hiccup we had there, but no worries. You can see Lyle Ramsey coming under a lot of pressure there from the STI Subaru of Rion Schultz. So Rion Schultz is back up and coming, as he had an off earlier in the race, and a massive train running here down the main straight. We can see Sean Loredo just behind Jeff Leroux, as we see the Subaru pull side by side. Lyle covering the inside line here, and Andre Serodio just keeping his line there. And Lyle, a massive late braking maneuver there. He's on the inside of Andre. Andre leaves the door open. They go side by side, slight tap there. And can Lyle make this move sticky? He's going to move up 2 places if he does do this. Up into 9th place, Andre up into 9th there, side by side, going to this corner side by side. Look at Scholes in the background, and Gary just runs on the grass. This is going to allow Lyle to make another move yet. So Lyle is on a move. Lyle absolutely flying. He's pulled the move off. He's gone up almost 3 positions, but Gary, and some contact there. Lyle is going to have to work hard again to try and break up on this move, and on the inside again of Andre Serodio there, as they go out of the final corner, the SRA corner, down the main straight. Gary Fleming just closed the door there, some contact there between him and Lyle Ramsey, and Andre Serodio now lining him up. But look at Rion Schultz. Is he going to be able to make any kind of impact? And look at this up ahead, Sean Loredo trying to make a move, but nothing at this moment. Jeff is making that car extremely wide. We see in the background there, that was the car of Andrew Stadler. So Andrew just lost out big time, and that has given away a position to Melvin Gous. And James Farmer now catching up to Andrew. So Andrew not the happiest chappy at this moment of time. But back to this, guys. This is a massive battle here. Gary Fleming currently in 9th place, being chased hard by Lyle Ramsey, followed by Andre Serodio. They've done 6 out of 19 laps. It's quite a long race here, 18 minutes plus 1 lap. And they do just about under a minute on each lap. Rion Scholes there using the track and more. Andre Serodio, now there's some massive dives going on. He's just waiting out, but he's coming under a lot of pressure here from Rion Schultz. Oh, and you can see the rear end stepping out there, and Rion losing a lot of time. So the rear wheel drive just getting a bit too stubborn, and like a little donkey, kicked his ass out, and now he's got to work all over again to try and catch up. But Jeff Leroux still keeping that position intact and not giving it up at all. Jeff Leroux, yeah. And Sean Loredo trying everything in his possible, how can I put it, everything possibly, sorry, as I said, the Mets kicking in and struggling with a lot of flu, yeah. But Sean Loredo doing everything trying to get past Jeff Leroux, and Jeff just saying no, but it's not going to happen. This in all is allowing Sean Olivier to run away with the race. The guy from Rebel Sim Racing with a new sponsor on the car, currently down the main straight, 3.8 seconds ahead of the rest of the pack, doing a superb job here. But let's see if Sean Loredo can make an impact on Jeff. That BMW quite quick down the main straight. These guys running on 0 weight to try and benefit this long, almost 1 kilometer straight. And Jeff keeps the inside line. Sean is going to go for the outside. He's going to go for undercut. Who's going to break the latest up? In the background, we can see Melvin Gous trying to make a move on Tian van Rooyen as they're side by side. Again, Tian keeping the inside line. Melvin's going to try and go for the undercut. Does he? No, he tries to get on the power. as they go the back straight. And again, all of this is going to allow Jeff and Sean to pull away from these two. And in the meantime, it will allow Andrew Stadler and actually Jason Farmer, who's now also past Andrew Stadler, to catch up. So Jason Farmer, first time on this track, in this car, in this league, doing a superbly good job. Just catching my breath there, and up ahead again we see the cars of Melvin, Gous and Tiaan van Rooyen side by side. Oh, and a bit of a tap there. Tiaan backs out of it, Mel backs out of it. Look at this, Jason Farmer now has a clear run in the slipstream of Melvin, Gous. Melvin keeps the door open. Tiaan covers the line. There's a line in the middle there. Yes, and Jason Farmer is going for it. He's not going to back out of it. There are 3 cars abreast as they go down the main straight. What a view this is to watch as the guys go down it side by side. Tiaan van Rooyen on the inside, Farmer in the middle, Gous on the outside. Gous going for the undercut here. Can he pull it off? Jason gets the power down. Gous does not actually quite get it right. And look at this Andrew Stadler right up there with the guys now. We can see in the background we might have some contact as Sloss Fleming and Serodio has more or less moved apart. But again, Farmer and Gous side by side as they go through Kaiser Motorstern down towards the dip. It's Tiaan van Rooyen still maintaining this position. Melvin Gous on his inside. It looks like a parade lap as the guys run 4 cars abreast. Look at Andrew Stadler putting it on the grass. It is a massive battle going on here. On the inside there, Melvin Gous, can he make the move? Tiaan van Rooyen says, no, I'm going to stick on the outside. Jason Farmer trying to put his nose there on the inside there. 4 cars abreast. Is Jason going to put another 3 cars side by side move here? Is Andrew going to do it? This is a very, very narrow track, and these guys are doing everything they absolutely can to try and get positions and maintain position. Look at Jason Farmer. Jason Farmer on the inside there of Melvin Gous and Tiaan van Rooyen. Very late in the brakes. Oh, and Tiaan gets it way too late. Tiaan has gone into that barriers. Unfortunately for him, they don't move. Tiaan left the braking way too late. Now it's up to the 3 Subarus fighting for third and fourth place here. No, sorry, fourth place here. And you can see Jason Farmer, Andrew Stadler there, side by side. Jason just gets his nose on the inside. Andrew again, very, very sideways, but hangs on to it. That's going to cost him some time. We're going to go back to the fight for second place. And Jeff Leroux now 4.7 seconds behind Sean Olivier. But Sean Loureiro still hanging in there, 0.6 between them as they come to cross lap 10 out of 19. Sean doing everything he possibly can. He's going to hopefully rely on some back markers to try and close that gap because Jeff has got the upper edge on him. And back in the background you can see Melvin Gous now pulling away from Jason Farmer. So it might be that Jason has either warmed his tyres or just had a bad lap. No, Jason is coming for it, and Andrew Stadler is the one that lost the most. But look at Gary Fleming. Gary Fleming up into 7th place, running a superb race, hanging in there, and actually the first of the front wheel drive cars. Job well done. In the background there you see Rion Schultz putting it sideways, followed by Andre Serodio. Andre Serodio, something must have gone wrong, some kind of contact, or not too sure what happened there, but still within the points. And Tiaan van Rooyen having dropped from 4th place right down into 10th place, and he is really going to be struggling for sure. Then we've got new driver Cecil Koort Jr. joining the first time here on home soil and not doing too bad. As you can see Margai there, I do believe Margai had a first lap incident, and actually from the start grid, and unfortunately completely naked car and trying to make up. Look at Sean Loureiro, 0.5 behind Jeff Leroux. He just cannot make that move. These guys are so closely matched. Now they're coming up to Tony Rust at the moment, and that's the granddaughter of Tony Rust, the builder of this track in real life. And is she gonna move out of the way? I'm sure she will, as she will be well aware that they're coming. But will Sean be able to make up any space in this? So sorry for that, guys, once again. And she moves out of the way. No deficit taken there by Jeff, or places gained by Sean Loureiro. And Sean right up the rear bumper now of Jeff Leroux. This is the battle for second place. As you can see, Sean Olivier well ahead. In the background there you see the second place and third place cars of Jeff and Loureiro coming through. But Sean Olivier running away with this one. Put his head down, got the times dialed in and taking it home. He's got about 5 or 6 laps to go, and definitely not going to make any mistakes. Then look at this. Sean Loureiro, no answers yet. And then again, Jason Farmer now on a roll, catching up to Melvin Gous. So this should be getting interesting as they are catching up to Mike Ramsey. And Andrew started struggling to keep up with these guys. So I don't know if he's worn out his tires or possibly got some damages during the close dice they had earlier. But it is very interesting to watch, and we're going to see how this all falls out. Try and keep up to what is happening on track, and I'm sincerely apologize for my coughing. I'm really struggling with a sore throat. But oh, and look at this Farmer running a bit wide, so he's absolutely flying. It seems like Melvin did put a bit of a gap there. And going through the field, I think this is the closest dice currently. We'll keep an eye on the lap times on the left and see what happens here. But Sean Loureiro at this stage, absolutely no answers to Jeff Loureiro. Jeff Loureiro is just driving his lines, keeping that BMW on the track, and Loureiro is doing his utmost best to try and catch up, and at this stage finds it impossible. He catches up, but then he can't get past him. So Jeff doing a superb job there, maintaining second place and keeping Loureiro well behind him, and basically he's pegged Loureiro down. Sean might be setting down for third, but I highly doubt he's going to do it. He's going to try and push as hard as he possibly can and try and make up for lost time. And then in the background there we see Andre Serrario. Now I'm not sure if Rion Scholes passed Andre or Andre has caught up to Rion. We're going to have a look on this. We know Rion is quite a quick driver. First time on this track, I do believe, in this car. And now it seems like Rion has passed Andre. Andre also learning the track first time out here. Not an easy track. If you go off, you do tend to go to the tire wall, and that makes it very, very difficult. But look at this, another battle going on. That is the car of Mark Friesen, chasing Rian van der Westhuizen. Rian van der Westhuizen is carrying in 12th place, followed by Mark Friesen in 13th and Donovan Lowe there in 14th place. So these guys are having a little epic battle of their own. Up ahead we can see Sean Loureiro now on the times about 1 second behind Jeff. So it seems Jeff is maintaining that gap. We're going to stick with us and see if Donovan Lowe can actually catch up to... Oh, and Donovan runs a bit wide there. I'm so sorry, guys. This scuff is really killing me. We're going to try and get through this and hope that it doesn't get any worse than this. But this is the battle for 12th, 13th and 14th. And a nice little battle going on there. Mark Friesen in the SOL Astra there, pushing hard to catch up to Rian van der Westhuizen. He's actually doing so, and in turn Donovan Lowe catching up to Mark Friesen there. So back to the top end. Sean Loureiro still only 0.6, nothing in it, but unable to close that gap. And Gary Fleming now coming under pressure from Rion Scholes, who's had a bit of off earlier on, but up ahead we can see two cars side by side. I do believe that's one of the cars being lapped. I sincerely apologize for that, guys. Bear with me. Back to this little epic battle. We're going to try and stick with the dice as we possibly can. And Donovan Lowe catching up there to Mark Friesen. Mark Friesen losing a bit of ground there to Rian van der Westhuizen. But they're absolutely doing a superb job. And this flu is killing me. Trying to get through this as hard as I possibly can, guys. Just bear with me. Watch the racing. If I sound too awful, I'll shout to the wife now for some cough syrup. Don't know if she's in the room and can hear me. But look at this, Donovan Lowe now on the back bumper there of Marcus Friesen, and Donovan really pushing super hard. This is the closest battle. Sean Loureiro trying to catch up to Jeff, but still at about 0.6 of a second, and unable to close that gap at all during the race. Sean is just pushing super hard, and there's a massive battle going on. This is for 13th, 14th and 15th place, and Marcus now having to keep Donovan at bay. Is losing a lot of ground towards Rian van der Westhuizen. Rian's going to be spinning all the way to the bank here, but look at that. Sean has closed the gap to Jeff to about 0.5 of a second, and yeah, these guys, and look at that. Sean gets a massive drive out of that corner. It's down to 0.4 as they go down the main straight. They're starting lap 18 of 19. That's two more laps to go. And can Sean by any means catch up to Jeff. Jeff has maintained this position throughout the race, doing a superb job hanging in there and absolutely nailing this one in contents of covering your arse, so to speak. But back to this battle, Andre Serra. So we have lost Rion Schultz quite up high. So not too sure what happened there. Tian van Rooyen has gone back. Gary Fleming has lost some positions, but Andre Serra must have gone off. He was quite close to Rion Schultz, and seems like we have lost him. Donovan Lowe now has passed Marcus Fraser, and we can see Sean Olivier now coming down the main straight, lapping these guys as he's about to start his last lap. Bit of a confusion there going on, but the guys doing a superb job. And Sean Leroux there starting the last lap, 6.1 seconds ahead of these two people. Jeff Leroux, Sean Leroux, a massive battle throughout the race. Sean just unable to close that gap to Jeff to really battle for position. Jeff putting in a superb show here, maintaining that position there on the last lap as they go up the back straight towards Kaiser Motor Turn. And then back to this little battle, Andre Ferrario catching up to Gary Fleming. Will Gary be able to hang on to this one? It's the last lap from them as well, as they have been lapped. So they're going to have one more lap after this. And sorry for saying they've been lapped. I got that one wrong. Unfortunately, we see Tony Russ, they haven't retired to the pit. Mike Ramsey a lap down after his jump start. Christian Mankis having joined late, and Mark Guy having gone to pit. So Mark Guy definitely got some damages in that first incident. And fortunately for me, I've got some cough syrup here that I can use now, and hopefully I won't be barking in your ears anymore. But as they cross the line, Jeff Leroux there taking second place. Sean Leroux having to settle for third place. Fourth place, Melvin Gous in the Bitstream Subaru. Quite some distance behind, 5 or 6 seconds behind Sean Leroux. Jason Farmer there, not able to keep track, crossing the line there in 7th place. Superb dice earlier in the race between them, and unfortunately the battle started to fold out. Andrew Stadler making a bit of a comeback, not able to catch up to Farmer, coming in 6th place. Cecil Koorts Jr. there, a lap down. Tian van Rooyen there, coming home in 7th place. Gary Fleming is going to bring it home in 8th place, followed by Andre Serrario in 9th place. Lyle Ramsey will be coming over in 10th place, closely followed there by Rion Schultz. Rian van der West is going to be... Oh, and he's lost some position, so not sure what Rian did there, but he lost 2 places, and is going to completely turn around as Donovan Lowe crosses the line ahead of both Marcus Fraser and Rian van der Westhuizen. So due to them being one lap down, didn't really get the time to the lower end of the field. But we're going to cross out. I'm going to get myself some cough syrup, and hopefully race 2 will go better with regard to my voice. We will see you shortly, guys, and stay tuned for race 2.
Announcer bot is active.
Welcome back, guys, and yeah, second race, top 6 inverted. Should have actually been a bit more, but we've made a quick change of tracks and things didn't go as planned. But the guys on track, and we see Andre started there on pole position, followed by Jason Farmer, third place, Melvin Gous, fourth place, Sean Loureiro, Jeff Leroux in fifth, and then race winner of race 1, Sean Olivier in sixth place, followed by Tiaan van Rooyen, Gary Fleming, Andre Serradio, Lyle Ramsey, Rion Scholes, Rian van der Westhuizen, Donovan Lowe, Mark Friesen, Cecil Court Jr., Tony Russ, Christian Mankis, Mike Ramsey and Mark Guy, and they are off. And I do believe we are missing Martin Mankis here. Not sure what happened there. 19 guys on grid as they start, and you can see already Jason Farmer trying to go in position. Melvin Gous there on the inside of Jason. There's a side by side. Sean Loureiro on the outside. On the inside, Sean Olivier, and a bit of contact there between the guys. Almost the two teammates taking each other out. But they go uphill. Melvin Gous there now in second place, closely followed there by Sean Loureiro. Sean is not going to make it easy. But look at this for battle. This is Jason Farmer, Tiaan van Rooyen. Oh, and Jeff Leroux. Jeff Leroux being tapped from the back and then bumped again. So we have lost one of the top drivers in the series, Jeff Leroux. We're going to try and catch up to him quick and see what's going on here. Jeff Leroux has dropped down all the way to 15th place. He's back on track, but he's not going to be happy. A slight tap there from Gary Fleming on the rear bumper of Jeff Leroux, and Jeff has got a shitload of work to do to come back through this field. Believe you me, he's going to drop his head and he's going to drive extremely hard. And look at this, the train of cars. First place, Andre Stadler, followed by Melvin Gous, Sean Loureiro in third, Sean Olivier in fourth, Jason Farmer there in fifth place. Sixth place, Tiaan van Rooyen is going to try and not run into the barriers and mess up his race again. Andre Serradio there in seventh place, Gary Fleming in eighth place. And Gary actually doing pretty good in the series. And right behind him, Marcus Fraser now with Lyle Ramsey, who had a bit of an incident in the previous race, but coming through. Right beside him, the Volvo cars Honda of Tony Russ there, a bit of a wide line through there, but she's still maintaining her composure and doing her job as they go through the dip. Sorry guys, just trying to take on. And look at this, side by side, Sean Loureiro on the outside. We're going to stick with this one. This is a massive battle for the lead, and Andre Stadler is going to have this one dialed in if he can pull away, and while these guys at the back are dicing, and you can see Sean Loureiro is going to go for it. Look at Sean Olivier. Sean Olivier not holding back. He's going to try and go for it. He wants a double on this day, and Sean Loureiro will be well aware of that. Melvin Gous covers the line there. Sean Loureiro does his best. Sean Olivier up there, and Jason Farmer now. So Sean Olivier in Griffin Racing sandwich here as they go up the hill, and look at Tiaan van Rooyen now coming into play. So at this stage, Andre Stadler is leaving with 1.1 seconds, but from second to seventh place there is only 1.5 seconds in it, and it is an absolutely super close battle going on here. And look at Tiaan van Rooyen just sliding ever so slightly. See another camera and see what that car looks like as they go down the main straight. Can Sean make any kind of impact on Melvin Gous? Is he going to be able to catch up to him? But we've got to keep our eyes open on Sean Olivier. Sean Olivier, absolutely the flying man here. He was the quickest going qualifying, the only guy to break the 1 minute barrier, and he won race one. He's going to absolutely push that car to the limit. But look at Loureiro looking for way past Melvin Gous. He is the quicker driver at the moment. Melvin making the Subaru quite wide, and also trying to not let Andre get away from them too far. And I think Sean might be thinking the same thing, and just back out of it and try and catch up to the leader here while maintaining position with Olivier behind him. Olivier also being the championship leader. As we go through the dip towards the SRA corner there, what's going on here, guys? In the background, not much happening. There's quite a close race between Rian van der Westhuizen and Marcus Friesen, and Rian, as I said, up and up and coming driver, doing a superb job here. He does the best of liveries, showrooms, tracks, and he drives his heart out. And a massive battle between him and Marcus Fraser. So even throughout this whole field of 20 cars, somewhere along the line there is a dice. And we have lost Andre Serrario. So unfortunately, a close dice there between Gary Fleming and Andre Serrario, and we have lost Andre Serrario. So Jeff Leroux now coming up to Lyle Ramsey, trying to catch up to him. But up ahead we can see Sean Herrera now. Melvin Gous going sideways there as Sean is putting all the pressure he can on the back bumper of Melvin Gous, and Willie Fear there also putting a lot of pressure on Willie Fear and on Herrera. And as the guys goes into the last corner towards the main straight, look at the background there, you can see Tiaan van Rooyen now. A massive battle ensuing here with Jason Farmer. Tiaan quite quick, but I think he is currently just trying to get used to the track. His first time out here and not make any mistakes, as that caught him out 2 times in race 1 and he completely destroyed the car. So Jason Farmer as well, first time on the track, but they're having a massive battle from the word go. 6th and 7th place, and look at Willie Fear. Willie Fear now right on the rear bumper of Loureiro. He's going to go for the inside as they go out of the Sonics corner, or the Volvo corner as we call it, up the back straight towards Kaiser Motors. So sorry for that once again, guys. But look at Willie Fear. Willie Fear on a fly now. Melvin Gous running a bit wide onto the gravel there, trying to stay in 3rd place. But Loureiro under massive pressure here from none other than Sean Willie Fear. These two guys top of the ranks in the championship, and they're not giving each other an inch. Unfortunately, championship 2nd place man at the moment, Jeff Leroux, currently down in 10th place, with a massive battle between him and Lyle Ramsey, as he's trying to make up positions and trying to get through the rest of the pack. But we're going to go back to this battle for 2nd place. There's still nothing's going to happen here at the moment, and we have another battle between Jeff Leroux and Lyle Ramsey. Jeff gets into the rear bumper of Lyle Ramsey. He's on the inside as he goes down the main straight. Lyle leaves the door open. He's got no option there. Jeff's next to him as they cross the start finish line towards the Volvo corner, turn 1. Jeff has surely got this dial in. If he does not mess this up, he's definitely got this dial in. And he pulls the move off. Jeff is moved up from 10th into 9th place, and back to the battle between. Another close battle is between Tiaan van Rooyen and Jason Farmer, as they are bumper to bumper. Up ahead you can see it's down to 4 cars now. Andrew Stadler must have made a mistake, as Melvin Gous is right up in the rear bumper of Andrew, as is Sean Loureiro now, as is Sean Willie Fear. So these 4 guys are coming into a massive battle as they are coming down the main straight for 1st place. And you can see the 5th place and 6th place guys, namely Tiaan van Rooyen and Jason Farmer, also coming into play now. They're not too far back, but look at this into turn 1. Sean Loureiro gets his bumper on the inside of Melvin Gous. They side by side as go down the back straight, and that is going to allow Sean. Oh, look at Tiaan van Rooyen in the background going a bit sideways there. But as they go up the back straight towards Kaiser Motors, it's a side by side affair between Loureiro and Gous. Gous having to back out of it. It's on the gravel. That's going to allow Willie Fear to pass him. Willie Fear is not going to hang about. He's going to go for the move. They're side by side. This is not going to end good. Can Willie Fear? He's been quick through every single lap. Melvin Gous does the track well. Sean runs the curb. They're still side by side. Loureiro has pulled the move off. He's into 2nd place now, and he's going to put his head onto Andrew Stadler now is currently in the lead. Melvin Gous there now down to 3rd place, having lost the position to Loureiro, and Sean is going to be super happy. Willie Fear now is going to chase down. He wants that win. He won race 1. And in the background there, we can see Tiaan van Rooyen now having lost the position after his sideways action there to Jason Farmer. In the slipstream there, as they go down the main straight into turn 1, on the outside, he's going to go for the undercut. Very late on the brakes there as they try to turn in there. And they go side by side up the back straight. Up ahead again, it's 0.7, 0.6, 0.6. Not too much in it. We're going to stick with this one. It's 0.1 seconds between these two guys. Tiaan van Rooyen doing everything he possibly can to try and catch up to them and try and pass Jason Farmer here. But with their battle going on and the other guys having now more or less settled down, it's not going to be. And look at the Sean Loureiro now right up to the rear bumper of Andrew Stadler. So understanding in the lead, they're coming up to Tony Russ to Lapper. Is that going to have any impact on what's happening? So I do not believe so, as they will have a clear straight. Tony will be seeing them coming, and she will definitely move out of the way. And again, down the main straight, Loureiro now on the rear bumper off. And look at that, Sean Olivier is going for a move on the inside of Melvin Gous. Sean definitely has the pace over Gous. As they get down on the power, will this benefit Sean? No, it seems like they get a good ride. And look at this, Andrew Stadler getting past the back marker there of Tony Rust. And getting on the brakes to allow them. But that's going to allow Gous and Olivier both go for pass there. That might upset the car of Gous as they go through Kaiser Motors towards the dip. It seems like it just starts the curb there. Sean Olivier going for a move on the inside. Can he pull this off? Sean is laying on the brakes there, side by side. A bit of a touch there. Melvin runs. He touches the grass and he loses out. That is the end of it for Melvin Gous for the top 4 battle. He has lost a couple of positions. Unfortunately, a bit of the back marker causing some mayhem there. And that has lost Melvin Gous. He's gone down from a top 5 position down to 7th place. And Jason Farmer having benefited from this, as well as Theon van Rooyen and Sean Olivier now on the clear to try and catch up to second place man. Sean Loureiro, who is now right on the rear bumper of Andrew Stadler, and Andrew runs a bit wide. Can Sean put the bumper in there? He goes sideways, he gets on the power. Sean, unfortunately, as he slides the rear end, loses some grip and has to fall back in behind Andrew Stadler. As they go through Kaiser Motors here, Andrew Stadler on the limit. It seems like he might be struggling with rear tyres as he got into power. They've got actually 8 laps to go, and I hope my throat hangs on to this. As I said earlier, I've been coughing through the whole of race 1. I'm sorry for that, for those who've been watching. And trying to get rid of it in stage 2, or race 2. I literally drank half a bottle of cough syrup to just get me through. And you can see Olivier in the background there, really pushing the limits of that Subaru. At this stage, it's a Subaru 1, 2 and 3. Martin Mank is there, as you see, 11.3 laps. Unfortunately, he got caught out by the server. And look at that side by side between Andrew Stadler and Sean Loureiro. Andrew on the inside, there's Sean trying to go for a move on the outside. They're side by side as they go up the back straight towards Kaiser Motors turn. And this is going to allow Sean Olivier to join this little battle. In the background there, we can see Jason Farmer and Theon van Rooyen also side by side. So a lot going on here, guys. As we look at the timings towards the lower end, it's quite far apart. So we're going to stick with this. And Andrew Stadler having fallen back there, Sean Loureiro has pulled off this move. Unfortunately, we missed that one looking at the rest of the field. And it seems like Sean Olivier, now only 1.5 behind him, is going to have to pull up his socks and push really, really hard. Andrew, can he maintain that gap? Can he? Oh, and Andrew rides wide. A bit of a drift there from him. That's going to lose him a lot of time. And you can immediately see Sean Loureiro pulling away. Sean Loureiro now having taken the lead. Not maximizing on this race on points if he can pull this off and maintain that position. Sean Olivier there, but look at this, Theon van Rooyen and Jason Farman again side by side. Absolutely a massive battle going on here. We're going to keep a look at the times at what's happening up ahead with Sean Loureiro, Andrew Stadler and Sean Olivier. But Jason Farmer and Theon van Rooyen having an absolute blast of a battle here. They are all over each other every single lap, bumper to bumper, and super close racing. As we go through the rest of the field while we watch these guys, Melvin goes down in 7th place, trying to come back after a bit off there. Jeff Leroux there up into 8th place after starting from 19 or 18 after he's off. So job well done there, Mr. Leroux. Gary Fleming in 9th place, doing a superb job again. First front wheel drive car in the pack. Superb job by him. Lyle Ramsey 2.5 seconds adrift, and I'm sure he's going to push very hard to try and catch up to Gary Fleming. Rion Scholz there in 11th place. Rian van der Westhuizen 6.6 seconds down with Christian Meikes on his rear bumper, only 0.4 behind him. And Donovan Lowe there in 14th place. So another battle going on here for 12th, 13th and 14th. We can see Jason Farmer and Theon van Rooyen again side by side. So I'm just trying to follow the dices here as they go. As they go up the back straight, they're side by side once again. And you can see the background there that Gous is actually slowly but surely catching up to these guys. Christian Meikes now really pushing hard to try and catch up with Rian in 12th place. So we're going to watch out for that battle, see what's evolving there. And Sean Loureiro has now pulled the gap of up to 1.2 seconds between him and Andrew Stadler. Olivier there in third place, unable to catch up. You can see the Subaru a bit unhappy there. But back to this battle, they're down 8.4 seconds behind the leaders, but still battling as hell as they go through the last corner onto the back straight. 0.2 between them. Can Sean get on the rear bumper? Can James Farmer get onto the rear bumper of Tiaan van Rooyen and attempt any kind of pass? All of this is, in the meantime, is allowing Melvin Gous to catch right up to them. And we're going to keep with this one as we go down the main straight side by side and see what's going to happen here. And it seems Jason Farmer has got the move there. We see Mike Ramsey moving out of the way there. Not the best of races for him. He's not going to be happy with the results. Unfortunately, he jumped that car. We saw that on a replay of the race. And wow, what a jump that was. Looked like a rally car in the air. But Jason Farmer having got past now. And Tiaan van Rooyen not going to back out of it. We're going to stick with this one for now. But back to this guys here. Christo Mank is trying to catch up to Rian van der Westhuizen. Donovan Lowe trying to keep in touch with him, but it seems like Rennes, and look at Christo catching up, but running a bit wide there as they exit the first corner up the back straight, and still these three guys right at it. And it's 0.3 between Farmer and Van Rooyen at the moment. Again, can Van Rooyen get into the slip and pass him? He's going to be late on the brakes. We know Jason Farmer's super late on braking. They bumper to bumper. This is the battle for 6th place and 5th place. Tiaan van Rooyen there down on the inside. Now he backs out of it. Jason Farmer's got runs a bit wide, so Tiaan might get the run on him as they exit the first corner down the back straight, or up the back straight. It's a massive uphill corner there. And in the background there, you can see Gous also catching up slowly but surely. And as they go through Kaiser Motors turn 2, as we know it, Tiaan van Rooyen now right on the rear bump of Jason Farmer. Sorry for that, guys. This flu literally killing me. But we've got to do the stream and we've got to get through it, and trying to give you the best there. As in Melvin Gous very close to these guys now. But as you can see, Sean Olivier, the gap was down to 0.8 seconds, but he's dropped it again to 1.1. So this gap has more or less settled in with Sean Loureiro in the lead. Second place is Andrew Stadler. Third place there is Sean Olivier. Jason Farmer with this battle between him and Tiaan van Rooyen now down 10.4 seconds behind Olivier, and they're not giving up, they're not giving an inch. Tiaan van Rooyen now only 2.2 seconds, and Melvin Gous very late on the brakes, they're right in the rear bumper, and another close battle here. Look at this, Gary Fleming and Lyle Ramsey now side by side as they go down the main straight. Lyle has managed to catch up to Gary almost every race commentates for Lyle Ramsey when he races, and now the commentator and the actual driver head to head in the sim race. Absolutely superb driving, both in Ford Focuses. Gary not giving up, the side by side up the back straight again, once again, super close racing. Oh, and they almost touch here. Lyle is going to back out of it. Is he not? No, Lyle is an old Polo Cup driver. He does not back out. He doesn't go give up. He's got the car dialing perfectly. Gary is going to try and push as hard as he possibly can to keep up with this one. Can he maintain that gap? No, Lyle has got this one more or less dialed in. And then again, look at this. Christo Mankies, Rian van der Westhuizen, as they come to lap Tony Rust, they are still right at it, bumper to bumper. But Sean Olivier now 0.3 behind Arno Stadler, so we will cross over that one as they go up the back straight. This is the battle for the lead, guys. They have got 2 more laps to go, and Andrew is not going to hang about. And look at this, another close dice there, side by side here. It's Farmer, Gous and Van Rooyen there. Gous trying to steal another position there from Tiaan van Rooyen. They're side by side. In the meantime, we've got the battle here for the leaders, or for second place as well. Sean Loureiro 1.5 seconds up ahead. We're going to stick with this one as we go down the main straight. What's going to happen here? They're side by side. Melvin backs out of it. Look at this. Sean Olivier now as they go down the main straight, starting the last lap. Can he make any impact on Andrew Stadler? It does not seem like it. Back here we've got Tiaan van Rooyen now on the rear bumper of on Jason Farmer. So a lot happening here on track, guys. We're going to see if Sean Olivier can make any kind of impact here. This is the battle for the lead as they're on the final lap. Sean chasing hard down on the rear bumper of Andrew Stadler as they go through turn 2 towards the dip. Can Sean make any kind of move there? Jason Farmer in the background there, having been passed by Tiaan van Rooyen. Melvin Gous now having dropped out of contention here. I don't think he's got any kind of chance. They're side by side as they go through Kaiser Motors. Not giving up. That allows Melvin Gous to catch right up back to them, but back up into the leaders. They're down the main straight. It's the last lap, last corner. Has Andrew Stella got this one in the back over Sean Loureiro? Yes, it does seem like he has got this one. So Andrew Stella, they're taking the win. Followed in second place by Andrew Stella. In third place, it is going to be Tiaan van Rooyen. Yes, Tiaan van Rooyen has hung onto this one. He's got to cross the line in third place, but look at Jason Farmer, Melvin Gous for fourth and fifth place. What's going to happen here as they cross the line? Sorry, as I said, Sean Loureiro taking the win, Andrew Stella in second, Sean Olivier in third, Martin Mank is there being lapped, so it's Tiaan van Rooyen in fourth, Jason Farmer in fifth, Melvin Gous in sixth, Jeff Leroux coming over in seventh place, Lyle Ramsey 8th place, Gary Fleming in 9th, Rion Schultz in 10th, Rion van der Westhuizen manages to keep on. Christian Mank is just, commentator's curse as we go on this track, just spins out, takes Donovan Lowe with him. Unfortunately, fortunately, they do not lose any position. And Christo seems to be stuck in between the tyre wall and the tyres and the track, and not sure what Christo is trying to do here, so we're going to leave him at it. But Donovan, though, they're crossing the line, and out of the 20 cars that started, Cecil Court Jr. is retiring with some mechanical failure. Andre Serrario there, a disconnect at a very, very close dice, and then unfortunately Margai also a disconnect. We will check in with him and see what happened there. Guys, I'm going to thank you for watching. As I said, I'm running this with a massive flu. I've been sick since Sunday and didn't feel like it last night, so I left it at that, and we did the stream tonight. But as we follow the guys here as they're in the race, I want to thank you guys for joining. Thank you for listening to my barking. I hope it didn't blow your eardrums. 3 more rounds in the series to go. Next one up is sorry for that, is I have to check quick. Next one up is Aldo Scrivanti, which is quite a tight track with a very long straight, which is going to be very interesting for the front wheel drive cars, followed by another running of Kilani. And then if we have Midval sorted, that will be the Midval race. If not, we will put in most probably another rerun of either Kailami or East London. Sorry for that. And then we will have the grand finale of the season at another local track that we're busy building. And it will be done by then, and it should be super, super nice to see it actually make its debut on SRA. But for that, guys, I'm not going to keep you on and bark in your ears anymore. Thanks for those who joined. Thanks for those who joined the league. I'll see you on Sunday. Have fun, have a good week, and keep practicing. Cheers, boys. Ciao, bye.